I'm Kathleen Henderson from Roots and Boots, and today I want to talk about interplanting and show you several examples of how you can do this in your garden. There are several benefits from practicing interplanting in your garden, but the two big ones are, one, it confuses pests and helps to manage pests organically, and the second reason is that it maximizes growing space in your garden. The first example is interplanting spinach with radishes. In this raised bed in my kitchen garden, I sowed radish seeds and spinach seeds at the same time, alternating rows of radish with rows of spinach. Radishes mature quickly and are harvested, which then allows room for the spinach to fill in the remaining space. Here is another example in my kitchen garden with lettuce and onions. I planted the onions first near the end of March, and then after they were established, I sowed lettuce seeds in the spaces between them. I sowed several successions of lettuce seeds about 2 weeks apart in order to have a continual supply of lettuce into the early summer, at which point the lettuce will start to bolt and I'll remove it, and then the onions will fill in as the bulbs grow bigger. The third example is in my in-ground garden, where I have planted a number of things with my cucumbers in order to ward off cucumber beetles, which are always a problem for me, and also to act as a living mulch. Nasturtium acts as a living mulch. It also helps to deter the beetles, along with dill and some extra broccoli plants that didn't fit in my broccoli tunnel. Another good thing to plant with your cucumbers is radishes, and instead of harvesting them, leave them in the ground and allow them to flower. This can help with cucumber beetles, and I've done that farther down this row where I direct seeded cucumbers. The fourth example of interplanting is at the far end of this in-ground vegetable garden with a perennial permaculture bed planted in asparagus and strawberries, both perennials that will fill in these two beds, which incidentally are second-year hugelkultur beds. The fifth example is an entire topic on its own, and that is the fruit guilds in our orchard. Here we have bee balm on the left, garlic in the center, and then on the right is comfrey, and then around the other side of the comfrey is thyme and more garlic. Garlic is planted all the way around this peach tree. Our entire orchard is gradually turning into a food forest because of all of the plants that we have interplanted between our fruit trees. Right here in front of me is a goumyberry bush. It loves this spot and is great to add to an orchard because it fixes nitrogen in the soil. The berries have a sweet tart taste. We do eat them fresh and also combine them with other berries for preserving. Also added several honeyberry bushes to the orchard. They're not doing as great as the goumyberries, but I'm hoping our patience will be rewarded with an eventual harvest. And you can see that I plant garlic all throughout the orchard. Here is an elderberry bush that was propagated last year as a side shoot from an existing elderberry bush. Over time, I hope to add more types of food-bearing plants to this food forest. So those are a few ways that I practice interplanting in my own gardens. It is something where the sky is the limit. There are so many possibilities. I plan to continue experimenting, and of course I'll share updates about that here with you too. And you should continue experimenting too, and I would love to hear from you if there are some successful interplanting combinations that have worked for you.